Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the new conditional access policy template, right? Which falls under the secure foundation as well as zero trust architecture, right? So this has both of those capabilities where this is going to fit for many of the scenarios where organizations are looking into to improve on their secure score as well as security posture, right? So I'm going to show you how we can simply enable that template and create conditional access policy by using the same template, right? And how it can help, right? So it's going to be pretty straightforward, and you might have already used different templates and different conditional access policies and created from scratch as well without using templates, but still this is going to be very useful. And many organizations are looking to expand their footprints across the secure posture or improving on security posture at the same time by using zero trust architecture or zero trust implementations, right? So let's go ahead and enable this policy. So currently it's in preview mode, right? So that means it is going to take some time to be available for general availability, and it is going to take time upon Microsoft and their customers and their partners who are part of this testing phase, right? So they would test it and then it is going to be released after thoroughly testing, right? So let me share my screen and we can jump on to the demo. All right. So here you can see that I am already on the portal, but I'll go back to the main page and I'll walk you through so how we can go there. So let's click on this one, which is a protection. Click on conditional access over here. And once we are here, let it load for a few seconds, not a minute. It should not take minutes, right? And it should take a few seconds just to load and show it up. That's taking a time. Simply I'll refresh the whole page there. And that should not take much time again. Perfect. You can see that it is loading now. And there is the option for us to create a new policy from templates, right? So we can simply go ahead and click on this one, and you would see a bunch of templates under different categories. So at the top, you would see the categories where secure foundation, zero trust, remove word, protect administrator, emerging threats, and all, right? So all has all those templates, and the same template is also part of this one. So I'm talking about this one, right? So and the same template falls under the zero trust implementation as well over here, right? So by selecting this one, easily you can just follow the steps and create a policy. But I wanted to show it from zero trust as well. So let's go there, click on show more button over here, scroll a bit down here, and this is that template over here, right? So this is the template which is available for us, right? And you can see the policy as well by clicking this view button over here. So what it includes and what are the options available over here for us to go through, and probably this is not a option, or there is no option for us to change or edit anything, but it is just a view only mode for us to make that or view that, right? And there is an option for us to download JSON file as well. So I have already downloaded and I have opened it in the Visual Studio Code. You can see that, right? And it's a big line of code, right? If you have to see that it is going to be showing like this one, but I have also opened it in the notepad as well. So I'll just simply open it in the notepad and show you something like this one, right? So this is the complete policy JSON, right? And it has included what is included, what is not included. So you can understand that as well, right? And if you are new to reading the JSON files and understanding JSON file formats, definitely it's going to help you to learn and understand, right? And that is when your programmatic mind would come in and try to understand and capture those scenarios, right? Where you would need to understand JSON templates as well. When it comes to creating policy in JSON kind of policy as a code or code as a policy, we can say, right? So by writing JSON templates or JSON code, you can simply create a policy and simply upload it into the tenant, right? So even that is also available and possible. All right, so I have selected this template over here and I can simply click on next. And over here you would see the same details. And over here you would see the different options, including policy state, off, on, and port only, and then template name over here and other details, right? So other detail includes all included users, excluded roles, and client applications, which are all targeted cloud applications, and then grant access. So how the access is granted, right? So that's also been shown up, or that's also been part of this one, as it is a completely a part of zero trust architecture or zero trust implementation. And that is why you are seeing that required device to be marked as compliant, right? So that's the grant access control added over here. So now simply we can go ahead and create one. But before that, I wanted to copy the policy name so that we can simply find it once it is created. And the policy is being created. You can see the top right over here, policy is created, right? So now I'll go back to the policies here and I'll simply search the policy and we can go through the policy, right? All right. So you can see that there was a similar policy which was created long back, and this is the one I have created now. That's in preview one. You can see the user report only and creation date time. So you can differ on date and time when it was created, and you can understand and you can take that policy and make appropriate changes when it comes to the changes are required or something like that, right? So this is the complete policy where you see target or targeted users, all users, then excluded directory roles and user accounts that we are excluding. At the same time, target resources. So whichever the resources we are targeting, all those would be added here because that's the template and that is automatically been adding. So we don't have to take any access, but still when it comes to seeing and validating the policy, right? Whether the policy has a right set of controls are deployed or added, and wherever it is targeting, be it a specific group or all users or what. And even if we wanted to go ahead and exclude any other specific group where we don't want it to be impacted, then definitely we can go ahead and exclude that group and resources as well, right? And there are no other controls for network and conditions, but we can go ahead and do that as well. And under the grant, you can see that there's one selected resource, which is this one, required device to be marked as compliant. And this is also targeting for multiple controls, require one of the selected. So this is selected. So that is enough for this to go ahead and use and work, right? And on the sessions, we can also add any of the session category over here to deploy this on the policy and make sure it is available, right? So yeah, that way it is going to be helpful. Okay, just a minute over here. All right. All right. So At the end, we have policy enablement option, which is put only on and off. So by default, all the policies which we are creating from template, all those policies would become a report only mode. And we can evaluate whether that policy is impacting on any of the applications and user experiences and anything. And basis on that, we can decide whether we wanted to keep the policy as is or change anything. To do that, we have these options at the top where we can see the policy impact, right? Now, you might not see the results immediately over here because as soon as you create a policy and you just make sure people are using different applications and different devices and access levels. And if this policy is going to impact across the devices, applications, and user experiences, that means there are some changes or there are required changes that we need to make changes on the policy level as well as on the groups and devices levels. And that policy should be working as expected, right? Also, there is one of the options to see the complete details where when the policy is set to report only mode over here, which is view or conditional access insights and reporting page, right? So under this page, we can see the details, right? So currently it is just showing error. What it is showing, then to your settings, okay. Okay, seems there's a role permission issue, but yeah, definitely this is also going to be helpful and going to provide the details, right? So I'm going to make a separate video on that as well to see and make that useful. All right, so let's go back to the policy and I'll simply open up the policy up. That one, I think it was, and this, go back. Yeah, this one. So this is the overall policy, right? Where we can see the complete details, and once we are confirmed, we can keep it as a report only mode for a few days and see how that policy behaves and works. And upon seeing the policy impact and insights and details, then we will be able to know and understand what is happening there, right? So based on that, we can go ahead and make changes and make it work as expected, whatever the changes or whatever the expectations that we are looking for, right? So, yep, that is what I wanted to show you and talk about it, right? And let me know if you have any questions, any doubts, anything you wanted to learn more about it. And definitely you can also go through it and understand it. But definitely if you have any questions, any doubts, anything that you wanted to clarify, don't forget to ask those in the comment section below. And do share this video with your friends, people around you so that they can also know and learn. And like this video so that you will get to see every new videos, and don't forget to subscribe as well, right? So that is something which is going to give you every new video whenever it is uploaded, and you can keep learning and watching, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you like it. Hope you learn something new, and thanks for watching and bye for now.